Good day, everybody. My name is Tabi Maj. Welcome to my English online class. Today's lesson is about participles. Please check the board and see what we are learning today. Today we are learning about participles. They are formed when we combine an auxiliary verb and a finite verb plus ing or ed. So they are formed when we combine an auxiliary verb with a finite verb. And then the finite verb must have ing at the end. The participle cannot stand alone. So the participle doesn't stand alone. Present participles state the continuous nature of the action and usually end in an ing. So the present participles tells you that something is ongoing. As it happens, it is ongoing, and we put an ing at the end of our finite verb. So here's an example. So we have present continuous tense, which is the leaking tap. It doesn't have it doesn't have an is and is, which is our auxiliary verb. So present continuous doesn't have our auxiliary verb. So that tells us it's a present continuous. It's the leaking tap. So don't confuse present continuous with participles. Participles have an auxiliary verb plus a finite verb with an ing. So here's an example. The tap is leaking. Is our auxiliary verb. And then our verb, our finite verb, which is leak, has ing, which is leaking, which is telling us that it is continuous. It is happening continuously. Then we have our second example. I am playing. Am is our auxiliary verb, which is telling us that it is happening. Playing is telling us it is happening right now, which is our finite verb, which is playing. It has a ing at the end. This tells us it is participles. Then you have you are swimming. Are is our auxiliary verb, and we have swimming, which is our finite verb with with the ing at the end, which tells us it's a participle. We have he was reading. Was is our auxiliary verb, and our verb, which is finite verb, read, has a ing, which is telling us reading. It's a continuous thing. So all our auxiliary verbs are in a present tense. So it's telling us that it's a present tense. And then our ing at the end of our finite verb is telling us that it is continuous. So we call it present participles because they have an auxiliary verb and a finite verb with the ing at the end. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Please tune in again next time.